Hi, how are you going? Welcome with me, Redsky here, on another round of righteous readings where I give righteous readings to you guys, my beautiful viewers. It is early hours of the morning here on a Saturday morning, but I did want to get in early because even though the day's passed here in my neck of the woods, it definitely hasn't in her neck of the woods, as Pisces Love 5 celebrates her birthday today, so happy birthday. But we are going to continue with the March main months, and we're up to the sign of the bull gang, Taurus. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury placements of the sign Taurus. We're going to do your March main monthly. This will consist of Celtic cross standard placements, which I will pull, explain, and then go through and clarify. Now, the first explanations are just a brief description as we travel through the reading, and it is clarified. The messages will come a lot more crystal clear, defined, and the storyline may change, so make sure you stay tuned to the very end. Plus I will also be pulling your spirit animal, which will guide and assist you throughout the month of March 2023. Okay, so let's hit it and see if we can get some audio happening out of this very mousy voice box we're dealing with. Okay, Taurus. No time like the present, and March is quickly dwindling, so without further ado, let's hit it. Taurus, it seems we have a visitor to come and join us. I don't know if the audio can pick that up, but she does the most beautiful purring and cooing sound. Don't you, darling? There she goes. Ain't you beautiful? Well, as you can guess, Taurus, let's not wait any longer, babies, because time is of the essence and March is quickly dwindling on us. So let's not debate or delay. Let's do diligently dump a big drop it. Dog shit on this one. All right, Taurus, I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot today, because it was sitting there in the box and I'm just like, oh, hello. It's been a hot minute, so I felt really cool to pull the bull from the Light Seers. So we're going to have that, light and shadow. I've got a funny feeling that maybe that might be a reference to your actual reading today, Taurus. Could be dealing with a lot of light and shadow. If you're familiar with the deck, you would know that the reversals are considered the shadow of the card. So it's a wonderful deck. I've always been a big fan of this deck, except for the fact that it's overusedness on YouTube when I first came to start my channel, which, my God, 3 years nearly. It has been crazy. 6th of May we were established, going on 3 years. I'm pretty sure going on 3 years. Oh God, it's been a hot minute. It's a Saturday and a long weekend here. We have a Monday public holiday for the Adelaide Cup. So those that are Australian familiar, you know that little state down at the base there, that South Australia one? Yeah, that's our public holiday for our horses. Not the biggest fan of that sort of thing with the horses, but you know, if you're up for the betting, I'm always up for the gamble. Wow, light and shade. Light and shadow. Light and shadow. Shit. All right, Taurus, let's kick it on through and find out what's coming in for your March 2023. Remember the initial explanation. I probably will explain this. I've got it. The underlying energy for the whole month of March, as we're traveling through it, is actually the Magician. Lovely card. You know, it always points notice to skill, natural talent, someone that's got powers of manifestation, very creative and very resourceful. You know, the Magician brings forth a powerful message of creation, potential, and being able to bring into manifestation whatever it so is that you choose. You're a badass at manifesting, and everything in the cosmos is pointing towards you at the moment and is gifting you that ability, that desire, that action. And when you consciously step into your personal power and decide to shape that material world, for example, in this way, anything is possible. And that's your resonance for the underlying energy. It's about coming into I can create, I am, I have, and it just all flowing through your fingers like Fairy floss. It's just, it's chef's kiss, you know. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Definitely chef's kiss. Oh, God. And then Princess comes and sits on the cards. Oh, just like, she did, but still, not all that traumatic. Let's look at your reading for March, my dear Tauruses. So the current energy coming into the reading, sporting that 9 of Wands. You know, the 9 of Wands is always a reflection of needing a lot of determination and being very resilient during this time. There's defiance and like a last defense system here. The final push or pushback. Excitement for what's to come, you know, finding motivation in the face of these difficulties and pushing through with tenacity and not giving up, having that strength of will when things aren't so good and golden, excuse me, aren't so good and golden, to have the tenacity of will to get through. Taurus, you're crossing a challenge, obstacle, issue, which I don't see as much of any of that, is the Sun. The most beautiful card in the Kana is your issue. Well, we've got to find the joy and inspiration and success and abundance back in life again, and that fulfillment, that exuberance, that dopamine, love, manifesting your dreams, that inner beauty, you know. The Sun is like, it breathes life into everything. What more do I really need to say except for that for you? Crowning the reading at the forefront of it all, hanging in that subconscious space there for Taurus, for March, of course, is another major arcana. It is the world. Completions of cycles, the closing out, and that need to have a little bit of a, you know, celebration to commemorate the fact that you've made it through this process, because it has been very long, it's been very arduous. But cycles are completing now, things are closing out, chapters are getting their final chapters for. Final hurrah. The root of the reading, when we look at the foundation by which everything is being, you know, grown from, born from, the fluency through it all, is, whoa, is a cat that was to destroy my reading. Apologies, guys. It is the King of Swords. It's all about intelligence. This is the logic. This is the mind, the rules, the law, the clear thinking, the crystal clear, strong communicator. This is, of course, a leader, truth and proof of it. Blending the mental and the spiritual together, pursuits through bravery and courage, but also saying it like it is. This is someone that is very intelligent and very diplomatic. Their words are their weapons. They are brilliant at winning any argument or debate. This king leads with facts, rationale, reasonability, and with spirituality through his balance, therefore, of. Then the past energy is another sword for Taurus. We have the Knight of Swords. You know, haste, being streamlined, decision-making, bravado, movement of a young whippersnapper, saving the day, pursuit of excellence, ambition, being assertive, go-getter. This knight is running. He's so determined. He wants to push through. And I feel like in the past energy, that was you wanting to push through it, get by, I'm hearing any means necessary, but by any amount of what needs to be done. Moving forward from that, for Taurus, we have the 5 of Wands reversed. So this is the shadow side of the card. So this is speaking more about not letting go of past traumas, really crying over spilled milk, blaming others, not taking responsibility, and you're not healing, not letting go. Also, contradictionaries, holding others to a regard that you don't hold yourself, you don't follow through with your own words, being very jaded. The illusion is lifting, and you may suddenly find yourself really seeing things for how inconsistent and maybe inconsiderate you may have been in some ways. Spirit's advice for Taurus for the month is the Tower reverse. This is things not really transforming or changing. Very much rat and wheel, same old cycles, much depression, not much actually changing throughout this time. And that may actually cause a lot of frustration for you, Taurus. The outsider's view of you and your situation, Taurus, they see the Knight of Pentacles. Being very methodical, very laborious, and really bringing in something here that's going to take a long time, but it'll bring in a lot of security, a lot of fundamental groundness and real depth. It's something forever, not for now. And it will come in right because you're as you're putting through, you know, these people see someone that's really being very manageable and managing it as they come through. Hopes and fears for Taurus, the 9 of Cups, you know, much success and abundance here through self, and really being responsible and taking a bit of, you know, cheers to the fact that you know, you've done this off your own back yourself and really having success here. Really being a bit ego-ish, maybe being a bit full of self, but hey, you deserve to be. You've worked hard for it and you've brought it in yourself off your own back, off your own dollar. And you're really quite happy about it. But I think there's some fears about maintaining that. The outcome so far for Taurus, before clarification, is the Seven of Cups reverse. Taurus, you know what you've chosen. You've chosen the cup actively out of your options and you are honing in on that. You don't want to give up. You will not give out. You are being very tenacity filled, very driven, very specific in your goal. You're not confused by any illusions or other options. You know what cup you want and you are plodding, pushing it like a mother about to have a baby. Coming out. Now, Taurus, I'm feeling called to use the Beautiful Wild Unknown Tarot, another tarot deck I absolutely love. Bought about the same time as the Light Seers too, which is actually an amusing fact. But again, so overly used on YouTube, I never ever use it, but these are two of my favourite absolute all-time decks. I hardly use them on my channel because you've seen them all too much before on others, which has always been a bit disappointing because these are two of my most awesome favourite bloody decks, guys. And we've got light and dark, and that's the way I roll. A little rainbow amongst the stormy shadow. Let's clarify. In a moment, we will clarify. Oh, wowzers, that was something else. Sorry, guys, that was quite the storm to be rocketed with. But we've dealt with that now. Everyone's happy in there. Whatever. Let's clarify. Sorry about that, Taurus. Just a glimpse, darlings. Thank God it was only a glimpse, eh? All right, baby boys and girls, let's push off and let's clarify this reading. Sorry, that TV is a little bit loud in the background. I may just have to try to turn that down. There we go. So let me just get the... Whoa, no, my dear. Just give me a sec, guys. Sorry. Okay, Taurus, sorry. We are ready to clarify now, and cards have been shuffled well. So the current energy coming into the reading, we started off with that Nine of Wands initially. Sorry, that TV is still a little bit on the high side. Sorry, guys. We are good to go. So let's go through them places like I was just saying. That Nine of Wands for the current energy for Taurus. Spirits and guides. Sorry, I have now just, of course, set up the camera angle. Wonderful. Spirits and guides, can we please clarify the Nine of Wands for the current energy for Taurus's March? Why is the Nine of Wands here, please, spirits and guides? Clarifying that Nine of Wands energy for Taurus's current position. Wow. Whoa. That isn't usually happen like that. My apologies. Everything's a bit of a riot and a mess today. That was Justice in the reverse, but Spirit's telling me not to take that, and I had no inkling to, in all honesty. So it's clarified by the Sun of Cups, which of course is your page, your knight usually. The Nine of Cups and the Star in reverse. Aquarius is major arcana coming through there. Let's look at the challenge for Taurus's March. We had the Sun. Spirits and guides, can we please clarify the challenge for Taurus, which is the Sun card? Why is the Sun card here in this position? Clarifying the Sun's energy, please. Oof. Six of Swords in reverse. Crowning the reading for Taurus, we had the World. Let's clarify the World, please. Why is the World here, please, spirits and guides? Clarifying the energy of the World. We have the Daughter of Swords. The the Five of Wands reverse, the Fool, Temperance, and the Devil reverse. Wow, Saggy, Capricorn, a lot going on there. The root of the reading, the grounding of it all for Taurus, we had the King of Swords. Let's clarify the King of Swords, please. Why is the King of Swords here, please, spirits and guides? Clarifying the foundation energy, the King of Swords, please. I haven't used these cards much at all, so they're very neat. The Sun, again. And the root of it all is the Sun. Wow, okay. Let's clarify the past energy for Taurus. We have that Knight of Swords. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords, please. Why is the Knight of Swords here, please? Clarifying the energy of the Knight of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Moving forward for that, we have the Five of Wands reverse. Spirits and guides can clarify that Five of Wands reverse. Why is the Five of Wands reverse in the forward movement? Seven of Wands reverse. Okay. Spirit's advice for Taurus's March. We did have the Tower reverse. Now we have the Three of Cups reversed. The Three of Swords. with Strength card, Leo's major coming through there as well. Outside view, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Spirits and guides can clarify the Knight of Pentacles for the outside view for Taurus. Clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, please. Clarifying is the Ace of Pentacles. Lovely. Hopes and fears for Taurus this March. We have the Nine of Cups. Spirits and guides, can we please clarify this energy of the Nine of Cups? Why is the Nine of Cups here, please, for the hopes and Three of Pentacles? And finally, the all-important outcome for Taurus's March. We have the Seven of Cups reversed. Spirits and guides, can you please? Wow. So the Seven of Cups reversed is clarified by the Father of Cups, Two of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Wands in the reverse. The underlying energy here, Eight of Cups reversed. We're doing bad things for what we see or think is the right reason, or is it because we're hurt and we want to secretly maybe make others suffer some of that sufferance that we may have? Is it a need to maybe seek redemption, or to seek someone else's sacrifice for what you've endured or felt or been put through? Whether it was directly from their hand or not. It's like someone needs to get their comeuppance here. Someone needs to see, feel, express, endure what our dear Tauruses have, or maybe even what was possible, or maybe it's just the fact there's an opportunity or something here. Or maybe someone's doing this to you. It's your story, not mine, guys. But it is a little bit of a rocky road here of pain and deliverance of deliberate execution of what's meant to be just desserts. So dessert, I think you might want to send back to chef, because it's not very chef kiss at all. It's rather, nah. No, thank you. Never. Never, ever, ever. The underlying energy for Taurus's March. Let's go back through it, babies. We had the Magician We've now clarifying the Eight of Cups reverse. What a mighty energy and decision making of where we're putting it. The Magician is the power to manifest and bring into that through self-reliance and manifestation. And with the Eight of Cups reversed, you have made your choice. You're not walking away until full success is obtained here. You will put your every drop of everything you have got into these 8 cups to make it, force it, fit it if you may. You will not surrender and or let go of this, no matter what it costs you. And it may cost everything of you. Your spiritual, your whole able to give, your energy, everything. Your soul, maybe more. This is a deep one. On the surface, it looks like a lot of, misdemeanor petty surface level, I'll be honest. But this heeds a warning, Taurus, much deeper than reindeer games and tit for tat and hide and seek. This speaks about a large cost on both sides, but even more so for you, I feel. Let me explain. Current energy coming into the reading, we had that Nine of Wands. This was clarified by the Sun of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Star reverse. Aquarius is major with the Star coming through. Let's break it down. The Nine of Wands. Battles. Bit of respite, reprieve between these. But we are the warrior, and we are battling it out on a stage of absolute endurance. And it's a hard feat. It's exhausting. The Sun of Cups, he is very emotional. Typically a knight. brings in invitations, is very offering, charming, giving. But he does often keep his emotions, what he really feels, to himself, even though he plays a really good part of being very invested and very chastity and very giving and da-da-da-da. But his real agenda is often not that well noticed. It's usually well beyond the surface level. And with the Nine of Cups, I'm seeing here, this suits you quite well. The Nine of Cups is much success, much off your own back. The success and being a bit ego. That's nothing wrong with that. You deserve it. You've worked hard for it. But the Star in reverse is ultimately what surface level does make you look good, feel good. It does not make your spirit and your soul sing. The Star in reverse. Your spirituality is lacking in belief, or you are renunciating a lot of belief or hope, because it just doesn't serve you any. You just don't see the point in it, and in all honesty, you just don't believe in magic anymore, and haven't in Santa Claus since ever. It's that sense of not feeling any fabric in the earth. It's like not scenting the fact that there is so many smells you can smell instead of just the blanket of smog that is shit. If you want to get more intimate with it, but it's like you don't want to. You've had enough. That's never served you well. It has no purpose or place here. No purpose or place here is what I'm hearing. Let's look at your challenge, the obstacle issue that Taurus will have to face throughout the month of March. The Sun with this Seven of Swords reverse. The Sun is the most abundant card in the tarot. It is the happiness, the hope, the joy, the fulfillment from the simple things, and really feeling as if everything is radiating through and through you, and really making just this kaleidoscope of color. Everything is abundant, vivid, and vibrant for the picking, and it's all right at your door, at your feet. With that Seven of Swords reverse, though, this is some sort of slyness, cunningness, and I'm seeing it's going on without you noticing it. And this is the underbelly of the snake, of the warning here. While things may be abundant, when you are at your most fluent happiness, or when things are flowing great, there is an underhanded cunningness going on here. And I'm seeing that this is something that you don't notice and you don't know what's going on about. And if you were to find out, it would be long after the real pain of the punch has come in. This person's picking you dry, slowly, bone by bone, bit by bit. The picking of the chicken. At the crowning of the reading, at the forefront of it all, at the subconscious level for Taurus, we started off with the World. This was clarified by the Daughter of Swords. The Five of Wands reversed. The Fool, sorry, I did not notice that card there before. There was an extra one. Temperance, Sagittarius is major, and the Devil reversed. Capricorn's major. This is a massive story in your subconscious of massive amount of shit going on. Taurus, we start off with the World. Completions of cycles here. Things are coming to a close. There is a sense here of resolution and real execution of the whole process of it all. Maybe a bit of a need to kick up your heels, celebrate the fact that this is actually done and dusted now. The Daughter of Swords, the Owl, is representing her, because this is an individual that is very much intellectually minded, very cluey, a bit of a night owl in general as well. They're more switched on in the night than the day. But this is an individual that their higher intellect is very much on point. They're always looking for new knowledge or searching. They're very vigilant. Nothing gets past them. But they can be a bit bossy and a bit righteous towards the fact of the actual truth of it, or the law of it, or the statistic of it, or the... And they don't budge. This is an individual that won't budge to change forever. The Five of Wands reversed is clarifying this as well. So this is many contradictionaries really going to head to battle, not gaining any feet or any ground here, really being surmounted by your opponents or other individuals that are casting any shade on you, for example. The Fool. And really having a gutful of it, to the point where you just want to forget about it, say, and be very flux with the flurry, and just live it. Yeah, new things about like people getting in trouble also for swearing. And I know everyone, I love being my normal, usual self, being very fluent with the Australian language, which is very flippant with a lot of vulgarities and beautiful sentiments of swear words. But as my channel is so small and I'm not even monetized and haven't been since the day I got here, I can't run any risk that there would be any strikes or repercussions from me having potty mouth. So Red Ski, unfortunately, is going to have to rubber band herself in the light of these new things. If you want to know, I'll do a short or some shit about it once I've actually had a chance to look into it. I only found out about this last night. So We can't shoot the shit here anymore, people, and I can't swear, apparently. So put your shades up in that shit, because... Oh, is that a swear? Oh, shit. Oh, sugar. I did it again. See? It's going to take some time. So people are just going to have to give me the time it takes for me to relearn my Australian language that I was born and bred as a backdoor of all other societies to do, which I thought was my right, since I am still in my own country. But apparently... it is not. Nevertheless, this is all clarified by Temperance and the Devil reversed. Now, Temperance is bringing back some balance, which I feel is really lacking here today. And really bringing in that moderation of patience and really releasing a lot of things that we've been shackled to that are bad for us. Addictions, people, places, things that make us subordinate, things that turn us into animalistic creatures of that, which we do not want to partake in. The root of the ring and the foundation of it all, what was growing from. So as I said, ladies and gentlemen, with that root of the reading, the Knight of Swords with the Sun. This is someone that's very intellectual, that's very spiritual with that Knight of Swords. This is someone that really speaks with their truth, with their honesty. They're very brave, but they also don't take no shit. This is someone that not only knows how to stand up for themselves, but maybe stands up for the group. This is a real individual that's very, very smart, very brave, very spiritual, very balanced, but very righteous in the way of they know what they know and they won't be told otherwise. And with the Sun coming in behind this again, which was your challenge card, when you get into this energy, I do see that everything falls into place and you feel like there is a balance, there is a yin to a yang, there is the light to the dark, which you may not have felt for quite some time, or felt that was stagnant or non-existent or just too hard to see beyond the clouds. It's finally going to come through and in the forefront, and it's going to be so blessed. It's going to radiate through you, permeate everything that's going on in your life, and really bring much richness and growth from it. The past energy leaving you now still prevalent, Taurus. That Knight of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles. Lots of nines here. It's all of self. It's great. The Knight of Swords is that of the messenger of the fastest variety. He is brave. He is running with fluency, with action, with determination. And he is in the battle of the thick of it. He won't let anyone stop him. He won't be deviated from where he needs to get to. We may not be sure what he's going to do when he gets there, but he doesn't really care. He just knows he needs to get there, and act quicker than haste is haste. With the Nine of Pentacles, there is much that you are going to make through this process of self, of the financial and security. That Nine of Pentacles, there is much richness here. Through the security of your monetary, much through that process by which you've got all yourself in that past energy. Moving forward from that, we did have the Five of Wands reverse with the Seven of Wands reverse. Wow, a lot of fire here for you, Taurus. The Five of Wands reverse is real contradictionaries, not getting the leg up in the battle when you're going to head of it with others, individuals, whatever, and you're also not making any gains. Not only are you getting surmounted, you're getting drowned. Any of your beliefs, any of your desires, anything you're trying to bring in or pull through is not only not being supported, it's being downright burnt to the ground, I want to say. It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. I don't want to touch too much more on it. If that's your message, you'll know what the hell. The Spirit's advice is much and many, and I really want to touch on this instead. The Tower reverse clarified by the Three of Cups reverse, the Three of Swords, and the Strength card. Leo's major. You know, the Tower is also very much reflective of Mars. Now, I don't know if you know too much about the planet Mars, but that is, with Mars. Mars placements in your natal chart are extremely important. The Tower reverse is really saying there is much oppression. There is much continue of the same old way. With Three of Cups reversed, there will be no resolution, no solace here in some sort of reciprocation that you've had with another individual. With Three of Swords, this will bring much pain, heartache, and real pain. And Strength is saying you're going to need tenacity, strength, and courage to get through this. March is going to be a march for you, mate. The outside view of Taurus, that Knight of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very methodical, very laborious, really taking the time to really bring in the skill here, to have that security, to have that monetary means, being very methodical, logical, and making the necessary movements and changes as the situation progresses. It's his in years, baby. He takes a long ass time to haul his heavy ass, but he brings in a lot of grounding, fundamental security and monetary wish. And with the Ace of Pentacles, the outsider's view is someone that's moving towards it and is getting it, making the gains, they've got everything in the pocket, baby, all that prosperity, all that monetary wealth, all these fresh new beginnings. Chef kisses. But the hopes and fears, the Nine of Cups with the Three of Pentacles, your hopes and fears, that's a lot of hopes for me. Nine of Cups, again, being a bit egoish, but that's okay because you've worked hard for it. With that Nine of Cups, you know, guys, there is so much here that you've done yourself. So much. And it's all off your own back, and you really are celebrating it. Well, you should be anyway. You should be celebrating it. Because there's much victory, much abundance. There has been the hard work, and you really have accomplished it, and you should be admired, celebrated for that, because all those problems have been surmounted. And with the Three of Pentacles, there is much collaboration or wealth to be had from this, especially in a new maybe venture or collaboration. I love it, the outcome. Okay, Taurus, the outcome. As I was just saying, we're nearly hitting through it now. The Seven of Cups reversed, but this was then clarified by the Father of Cups, the Two of Swords, wow, the Eight of Wands, and the Four of Wands reversed as well. Shit, Taurus. This outcome's harsh, let me tell you. The outcome is this, Taurus. With the Seven of Cups reversed, you really are making the choice. You're picking the cup, you're making the choice, and you're full success is obtained, baby, and you're putting a lot of effort into this. A lot of your emotional, real ties of what you truly feel is devoted to whatever this choice is. With the Two of Swords, there's a lot of affection with this, but there is a lot of bumpiness and a real lot of choices that need to be made, sacrifices, but more importantly, you need to really see it for what it truly is, not what you want it to be. Intellectual's logic really needs to serve its purpose here and show you what the truth is, not what you want to perceive it as being. Don't fool yourself, because the only person that will suffer from that way of thinking is you, logically, correct? Keep that in mind. The Eight of Wands. A lot of communication around this time, and I feel like that's what you need, someone from the outside to sort of get your perspective right, to get your logic back on point, to not get skewed, not get confused. And with the Four of Wands reversed at the end, normally the 11 a card, but when it's upside down and inverted, it's not. It's much the opposite. Connections aren't going well. Things within the home are a mess and awry. It's everything going awry and wrong within the home, the connections thereof, and not feeling very much spiritually bound, intuitively enlightened, but most importantly, not even on the same page. With two stickers living from two separate sticker books, baby. We don't ever feel like we ever came from the same scenery. But we chose this, we put a lot to this, we gave everything, and we were affectionized by this, and we put much communication, much speed, much haste to this, just to realize it was an 11 on its head, and we were disillusioned, or it just didn't communicate or blend well. I don't quite know at all what to say to you, but the last piece of March pie for Taurus is your spirit animal. Maybe that can, fulfill us in the need where otherwise I was confused to explain to you. We have two. So let me speak them to you, and you can work out where it all lies for you, Taurus, because I am a little bit confused here. I must be honest with you. But we have firstly the gorilla. Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. The bond between family members can gradually decay and become stifled unless it's continuously nourished with loving attention. And one of the simplest yet most elegant ways of showing the attention is to listen compassionately to those you care the most about. Otherwise, you risk taking them for granted, assuming that they'll always be there and that they'll know you love them. Take time to have a conversation, starting with relatively superficial topics, then move into more in-depth personal themes, adding your own tidbits, but primarily focusing on what the other person has to say. Show your spouse, partner, children, parents, or elders you love by listening and really hearing what they have to say about how they feel and what they think. This not only generates a deeper, more lasting affection between you and the other person, but far exceeds gibbly saying I love you with no real feeling behind it. People are constantly changing and evolving, adding new experiences and insights. Who somebody is today, while built on a foundation of a core self, changes and is continuously elaborating on that core self. Find the newness and freshness in those you love, which includes both your biological and marital families, as well as your close friends whom you informally adopt as family. The associations with the gorilla are intelligence, peacefulness, family, strength, nobility, generosity, gentleness, calmness, vegetarianism, loyalty, patience, dexterity, steadiness, scrutiny, and conversation. The next and final piece of pie, as I said, because you did get 2 cards, your next spirit animal was the meerkat. Get support from a trusted group of like-minded friends. The people in your life would love to offer their support to you. Your only job is to receive it and indeed sometimes even ask for it. Those whom you feel closest to and trust the most are the individuals you can rely on to be there for you, especially when you are really needing it. People who are dealing with dire illness and have the support of friends and family members usually fare the best. However, you certainly don't need to experience such extreme issues and situations to take the advantage of the love and care that others have to offer. Write down a list of the names of people you trust the most and then go back through it and identify 3 traits in each of these individuals that make you trust them. When you're finished, you'll not only have a good idea of the qualities in those you rely on, but also a clear notion of the characteristics that make a person trustworthy in your eyes. Sure, you've been burned or disappointed at one time or another while you've trusted someone and we've let down or been betrayed. Everyone has experienced things like this, but now you may be afraid to let others in and count on them for support, sometimes in case something similar happens again. These memories, consciously or subconsciously, will not only filter out any chance of being disappointed or hurt, but will also serve to keep others who are trustworthy at a distance. Look under that filter and listen to what your gut instinct tells you about a particular individual. How do they match up with the list of characteristics you find trustworthy? Take a chance and let yourself receive love and support. And I should take a note of this myself. Associations with the meerkat is family, community, group, support, vigilance, observation, intelligence, energy, conservation, communication, resilience, protectiveness, grooming, and playfulness. And get some play on. Get some play on, I want to say to you guys, because I feel like it's been a hard month and you've done all you can. You've been dealing with some stuff, heavy stuff. Let's not minimize it, because we should never ever do that. It's been a lot, Taurus, and I feel like you really need to let some steam and really appreciate all by which you have accomplished through these surmounted trials and tribulations that you have endured throughout this time, rather than just nibbly through it and not really accepting the fact of what it is and how much you have endured and all of the things you have succumbed to get to this point that you are when you leave March of 2023 year. Be proud, Taurus, for the good, the bad, the ugly, but most of all, for enduring all of that storm and shade throughout that period. I love you, Taurus. Please like, share, and if you have not done so already, still considering subscribing to the channel with me, Rezki, here at Righteous Readings, where I do 4 righteous readings, because we go live every week. We'll be going live within the next 24 hours. Check out the thumb pinned thing. Blah, blah. Sorry, it's been a long day. I gotta roll, baby. Long weekend. Take care. See you next time, Taurus. Bye.